Welcome to Mark Alyn's Culinary Adventures as we go around the world looking at different foods. And today we're going to Korea. Well, we're actually going to go to Orange County, but the food is from Korea. And Korean food is my favorite, my personal favorite Asian cuisine. Our friend MJ Hung is going to be directing me today, and we're going to be making not one, but two different dishes in 30 minutes. It's easy. And so you'll be able to do it as well. So get up off the couch, get into your kitchen. Let's start cooking right now. And every week we change that pizza. We've had kosher pizzas, we've had vegan pizzas, we've had pizzas, and now we're going to have it's an Asian pizza. I think that was a rice flour crust. Okay, well, whatever. We're going to be making some really interesting things that are so easy. Even if you think you can't cook, you can. And there's very little cooking in today's show. All right, let's go to Orange County, California, and bring in our friend MJ Hong. MJ, nice to see you.
Hey there, Mark. How are you?
I am fine. So let's talk a little bit about your background. You
Okay.
are you're a chef. You
Yes.
are a food creator. You develop recipes. You
Mhm.
teach classes on how to make Korean food easy.
But for 10 years, I owned a private event venue. And, I hosted events, catered, and I also taught cooking classes there. So that's where my cooking classes started about 2020
So
or
you're
20, no,
back
2010. 2010.
2010. Got it. Or 2020,
Yeah.
maybe even 2030. Who
Yeah.
knows? You're right. So, your background, did you grow up on Korean food?
Yeah, I was born in Korea. So I came here, when I was young, and when I did the cooking classes at my venue, I was focused on international cuisine. So Korean was just one of the classes. So I taught Italian, French, Indian, pretty much any type of class because it was really focused on international cuisine. So Korean
I
was just a very small part of it. Um, but I think during the pandemic, when everybody was just kind of looking at shows and cooking shows, I just saw that there was a big popularity of Korean food based on, K-pop and Korean dramas and so forth. So I just thought, oh, why don't I just niche down? And since I'm Korean, why don't I start just a Korean food channel called Love Korean Food?
and did you? I like this is gonna sound funny. I don't understand a word, but I like the Korean pop music. You
Hmm.
know, they have like 12 guys or 12 girls, and they're girls and boys really. They're young and they dance, and I always wanted to be able to do that. We're going to make two dishes. The first one we're going to do is one of my favorites, and that is cucumber kimchi. Say that 10 times fast. Cucumber kimchi. And I'm going to start by bringing this over. We started a little early for you. And this is sliced cucumber, and we've salted it lightly. And it's sweating, I think, isn't that the term?
Yes. Cucumber has a lot of water, and so if that part is critical when you make any type of kimchi, because once it's stored in the fridge, then if you don't draw out the water, you'll just get really soggy kimchi and soggy cucumber. So it's very important to salt and draw out the moisture.
And what I'm doing is I'm just showing you how I made the circles. All right, one, two, three. Here we go. Up. The circles of the cucumber. Mm. And we thank excuse me, Melissa's for providing us with the cucumber and onions and green onions and for our show today. So that's how you do it. It's very simple. You slice it up. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to save this because we're going to use this in our second dish as a possible garnish. Um, right. So misnomer, or is it true? All Korean food is spicy or not?
No, majority is because two things that we're going to use today is pepper based is the pepper powder for the cucumber kimchi, and we're going to use the pepper paste for the spicy mixed noodles. So because of so many dishes have either or a combination of both, that's why everybody always refers to Korean food being spicy. But there's a lot of soy based dishes as well. So yes, majority is, but not all.
I I love it. I love it all. When you go to a Korean restaurant and they have you cooking your own, they have
Hmm.
um, you have kimchi and I'm trying to think of the Korean word for all the little dishes
A
from
panchan.
yes and it's just it's fabulous stuff. All right. I'm going to take these and put them into our bowl. There is still a little moisture there, and we're going to leave the salt in there. Um, we put in, I think, a half a tablespoon of salt for 6 Persian cucumbers. And usually, we talked about this, MJ, that the cucumbers are usually medium or small. But these were pretty
Hmm.
big.
Yeah,
These
I
were
mean, I
pretty
saw
big.
that when I saw the bowl of cucumbers. It's like, wow, those are large cucumbers that you use because that seems like a lot for six. So that's why I think I put like five or six, kind of depending on the size of
Right.
the Persian cucumbers.
All right. Well, we've got that. We're going to mix it into, what are we going to do now?
All right. So now you have since you don't need the salt, I like to put the Korean red pepper flakes first, which
Okay.
is it's called gochugaru.
And I think it's 2 tablespoons of that.
Yes. It
Now,
might be more just because you have, a lot more cucumbers, but we can taste
got
it,
it.
or you can taste it later and see. We can always adjust. So put like, one toss and then put another.
Okay. And come on, it's stuck a little bit. Okay.
That's okay. Why don't you
Yeah,
toss first, just to make sure that it's mixed, the top. Oh, the cucumber. But that's okay.
got it. And how should I toss that? My
You know what?
my
Just get a
hand.
spoon or just use your hands. Just use your hands. It's no problem. That's Korean cooking is all about using your hands.
All right.
And you might want to put, why don't we add just a little bit more? I can just tell by the color because those cucumbers were a little, you had a lot. So maybe
All
like a
right.
half tablespoon more, just a little bit more.
Got it. Ooh, is Korean food healthy?
Yes. Um, I don't eat because there's not too many like deep fried, for me. I mean, there's definitely Korean fried chicken, but majority of the Korean, especially the panchan, as you mentioned, they're all vegetable side. So pretty much healthy because there's a lot of vegetables. And then the meats are, a lot of fish dishes and, there's pork and beef, but majority there's so many more vegetables there versus the meat or any kind of carbs. The carbs
And
are really rice, not a lot of flour.
got it.
Okay, so
Okay.
then you're just going to add sugar and soy sauce and vinegar.
All right. So I've got vinegar. How much vinegar?
About 2 tablespoons of vinegar
Okay. So do one,
and yeah,
two. Now I
two
have soy
tablespoons
sauce.
of, yes, or fish sauce, so whatever you want to use. It's, a lot of times people like fish sauce, but, because there's a lot of vegetarians or vegans, that's why I put the soy sauce. But I prefer fish sauce, but if you don't have it, soy sauce is perfectly fine for
I
vegetarians.
have I have my favorite. I have two
The red
different
boat.
kinds of fish sauce. I have red boat, and I also have a Thai uh, uh, fish sauce. But I thought this would work better.
Yeah.
And Carol says I need a little bit more vinegar. So so there's that.
Okay. And then if you want to put 2 tablespoons of fish sauce as well.
Okay. So MJ, are we having fun yet?
Yeah.
All right,
I love to I love to teach, cooking, so this is right up my alley.
got it. Well, I told you before, and I've never done this. Uh, ooh, it
And then you
smells
want
so
to add
good.
1 tablespoon of sugar.
Got it. Which I have pre-measured.
Okay, wonderful.
Ooh, I
And
love the
just use
smell of
half,
garlic.
yeah, so just use half for this dish, and then we'll use the other half for the other dish.
Oh, okay. Uh, and watch, watch here, right there. Watch what happens. Um, oh, I'm going to put it all in. We'll just get more. Okay, there. And then, and I'm assuming my next job is to stir this up.
No, just put the
No?
onion and green onion in there, and then stir everything up.
How much green onion?
Just however you want to, one or two, just a little bit, like yeah, and then
Okay.
and some onion.
So that was green onion. I also need
Hmm.
white onion.
Yeah, and if you don't, and that's just an optional. If you don't want like green onions or a regular onion, and you just want green onions, that's perfectly fine as well.
Got it.
I just like extra, aromatics in there.
Sure. I was making something the other day and I needed ginger and I was out. Never out of ginger. All right, so we stirred that up. And some white onion, maybe?
Yeah, just a little bit, not a lot. Like I just say a quarter of an onion, just thinly sliced.
And with MJ's permission, we'll have this recipe on our YouTube channel with, of course, a link to all the things that MJ does. Is that good?
Yeah, I think
Or
yeah, I think you're good enough right there. And then just mix all of it together, and then taste for seasonings, and then if you want, you can add some sesame seeds.
at Carol's suggestion, I'm going to show you that I can use chopsticks.
Yeah, so everyone has different tastes, so you can, that's why what I love about the Korean food is it's not the ingredients are just, here's your guideline, and you can,
Right.
or your base, and then you can adjust however spicy or sweet or, any kind of fish sauce or soy sauce you'd like. You can add that.
Got it. Well, I think what I'd like to do is I'm going to add a little bit more sugar,
Sure.
just a tad. Usually this is served cold, and you recommend, putting it in the refrigerator for about a half
Yeah, it's
hour.
gonna, yeah, only because it just kind of, all the flavors will be better.
Okay.
Gives the opportunity to absorb in the cucumber.
Yeah, the sweet hit my palate. Oh, you go on with the show. I'm going to eat. Okay.
So that's the base of any kimchi. So you could make, I just had, bok choy kimchi. You can make carrot kimchi, pretty much any vegetable using the same ingredients and just
And
switching up the vegetable.
I love the cucumber. I've had obviously Napa cabbage is probably the most well known, and we're going to be
Yeah.
using that in our next dish. All right, I'm going to hand this over to Carol. Maybe she can stick it in the refrigerator for us. Now we're going to tackle yet another Korean dish, and this is MJ's. I'm going to read it right. Spicy noodles with kimchi. Am I correct with that? And mixed
Yeah.
noodles.
Yeah.
Mixed
Mixed
noodles.
noodles. Yeah.
Now I'm going to put the noodles in, and I'm going to stir those around. I'm using a fork, and Carol's going to let us know when there's about 3.5 minutes. The water was boiling, and you told us earlier that we didn't need to use a Korean noodle. We could use, in my case, I found a thin spaghetti uh, uh, pasta, and you said that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean the reason why the thin noodles are used, because this noodle dish is a summer dish, and so you want something that's going to take less than 5 minutes to make. So that's why the thin noodles are used, because it literally, the somen noodles um, usually only takes 3 minutes to cook, and so that's
And
why it's always the thin noodles that are used for these types of dishes.
are they made with gluten, wheat?
Yes.
They are. Um, are a lot of dishes, Korean dishes, not are gluten free or not?
Um, Most of the only noodles that are gluten free is the glass noodles. For
Ah,
the called japchae is the sweet potato glass noodles. Otherwise, all the noodles have wheat usually.
got it. All right, I'm going to bring a bowl over here. We were going to make the sauce in this and then add the pasta. I'm
Correct.
calling it pasta, the noodles to it. So,
Yeah.
what is the first thing we do?
So you're gonna get some kimchi and some kimchi juice, and then add that to the bowl.
All right,
And it's about a cup or so. Like it's really up to you how much you want to add.
and there's
And
some
so,
juice in there
and
too.
yeah, and see that they're, small pieces already, which is why you don't need to cut it.
Now, we should point out that um, there are a couple of different kinds of Napa cabbage kimchi. I've
Hmm.
tried the vegan, and I don't like it because
Yeah,
it doesn't.
I
Yeah,
tried it too.
Yeah, it doesn't have the anchovy or shrimp in it
Hmm.
that's been fermented, and that helps to make the kimchi. Okay, what's next, boss?
And then add some a couple tablespoons of gochujang, which is the red pepper paste.
Carol,
So
I
we
have
use
the
the powder. So the reason why I chose this dish was earlier we used the red pepper powder. So now we're going
right,
to use red pepper paste, just to
right.
have two different variations of using red pepper.
And this is my gogachan. It took me a year and a half to learn how to pronounce that. And I'm going to show you inside. It's a red paste, and um, and how
And
much?
just add about a couple tablespoons, about 2 tablespoons.
Okay, now because this is pretty firm stuff. Oop, should I add more?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. If you don't like a lot of spice, then you can stop there.
I'm going to add just a little bit more. We
Okay.
are a we are a spicy family, as you can see. Carol and I are hot.
You are. And then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar.
Okay, one, two,
And then a tablespoon each of sesame oil and sugar.
got it. Now I've got roasted sesame oil, which smells fabulous. And how much of this?
Which a tablespoon.
1 tablespoon.
And then
Okay,
also a sweetener, sugar or whatever sweetener you want to use.
all right. And Carol, how are we doing on our pasta? It's done. All right. I'm going to let it sit there for just one more second. Oh, no, I can't let it sit. Oh,
Yeah, if you added the sugar, then what you're going to do is just toss, taste, and taste it just to make sure, to see
okay.
if if it's a little, if you need to add sugar or vinegar.
Okay. If steam comes out of my ears, we'll know it's a little hot. Okay. It is spicy, but I
I
think
don't think
by
I saw you
adding,
add sugar.
no, I did.
Oh, you did.
I
Okay,
added, I added a lot of sugar.
you did. So now you know if you want, just use 1 tablespoon.
Yeah.
But actually, you know what? It's spicy now, but we don't have the noodles in there
But,
either.
right.
So go ahead and toss in the noodles and then mix all that together.
All right.
And you can just use your hands.
Yeah.
We always use the little gloves and just mix everything together.
Do you do you make your own kimchi?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, the hardest kimchi, it's always the Napa cabbage kimchi. But as you saw, like the cucumber, like bok choy kimchi, it's exactly the same process that you did the cucumber. So very simple. It's the Napa cabbage kimchi where you have to wilt the Napa cabbage for like an hour. So it's like a lot longer process. And
And
you have
it
to make the
takes
rice paste, which we didn't do
right,
today.
right. And it also takes a week or so to kind of ferment,
Ferment. Yeah, so you have
right?
to ferment it, as well.
The fermenting brings in probiotics, which are very healthy for you. What do
Yes.
you think?
Yeah.
Am I
Why don't you go ahead and taste the noodle again? Or not again, but taste it with the noodles now.
right? Mmm, mmm. That is
Now it's
delicious.
different?
Say that again.
No, I said, is it not as spicy now?
It's not as spicy. It is
Yeah.
still spicy, but it is really quite
And
tasty.
then what you can do is add green onions and cucumber on top. And then that cucumber is going to have that refreshing balance to that spiciness.
Now, should I put it
So
in the serving bowl or in my
yeah, like why
individual
don't you
bowl?
put in a like why don't you put it in either individual or serving bowl, however you want to eat it. You know,
So I've got some
little
green,
yeah,
some,
cucumber and little green onions on top, just for presentation.
ooh,
And then
you
now I
know,
want you to
this,
taste it again with the cucumber and green onion because it's going to have a whole different flavor profile.
and this is probably the prettiest presentation I've ever made.
What else goes really well if you ever make this again is hard-boiled eggs sliced in half and
Yes,
put it on top.
that would be, I would like that a lot. All right, here we go.
And then some crushed roasted seaweed as well is really good with it.
Mm, all right.
Yeah, so if you have it with the cucumber, you're going to see the difference of having it with just the noodles itself and then having it with the cucumber. It's a nice balance with the spicy.
Mm,
It's refreshing, right?
yes,
So that's
and
why this
it's,
is called a summer noodle. So the reason why it's called mixed is this is called pibing kuksu, and pibing means to mix, and kuksu is noodles. So it's mixed noodles, which you did. You mixed everything together. So that's why it's called spicy mixed noodles.
mm, it is fabulous. And then this will go very nicely with the cucumber
Hmm.
kimchi that we made earlier.
Yeah.
Um,
So what you can also do is if you don't have regular kimchi, um, you can also, instead of the regular kimchi, add the cucumber kimchi in there and mix it all together and put it on top.
oh, that's a very, oh, that would make it even more refreshing.
Yes. And the reason why I didn't do that was because I wanted you to, try it with the kimchi first. And also the cucumber kimchi is just not, it doesn't, it's not marinated yet. So it's not going to taste as well, when you make it a day before. And so that's
Right.
why I just wanted to make it two different ways, just so you can, show you two different ways to make it if you don't have the regular kimchi.
Excuse me. Mm, it's really,
So this,
really
so
good.
this dish goes really well with uh, grilled meats, like
Yes.
grilled pork belly, grilled beef, and to have that as a side with this dish is really great in the summertime.
And I am sure that you have uh, grilled meat uh,
Hmm.
recipes
Yes,
available for people.
yes.
Um, oh,
If they go to my Instagram, it's love Korean food underscore, or TikTok is love Korean food, and you can find all my recipes there.
that'd be great. So my next question is, and I told you I was going to do this before, and I've never done this before we started. Will you come back?
Yes, of course. We'll do
Will you?
another recipe that you like. Maybe I think you mentioned a fish. You didn't know what to
Yeah,
do with fish. And so
right.
we can do like a braised mackerel dish with radish or, some kind of fish dish if you want. Or
Oh, that
we
would
can
be
do
great.
another, yeah, or another kimchi recipe, whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Thank you
Yeah.
very much,
Oh, thank
MJ.
you.
This was really great. This is our dinner tonight. We're going to augment with something. Maybe. Well, we've been eating a lot of pork this week. Maybe we'll find something. But thank you very much for
Thank you.
sharing your talents with us today. We really appreciate it. Hold on. Do not go away. You We're not going to see you for another week. However, you can always go to YouTube and see all of our shows um, from uh, from the last couple of years. Everything from potato pancakes to Korean now. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.